I don't like watching stuff like this makes me like really think like, my God, like America, like they always want to play like they're good guys, but for centuries they have not been the good guy. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. You guys know what it is. It's your boy Kevo, man. Okay, so we got a good one for you guys today, man. A Filipino story since 1587. I don't know, when I hear that title, I think like it's gonna be about like Filipinos in America way back when, or is it gonna be like American coming over to the Philippines way like in the 1500s? But anyways, this video we're about to check out, we're about to find out what happened and what's the deal. But before I get in the video, you guys know what to do, man. Give the video a big thumbs up. If you guys are new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button down below, turn that post notification bell on, and let's get into this video, man.
A Filipino American story.
A Filipino American story.
Before the founding of America, even before the settlement of Jamestown,
Yeah.
there were Filipinos in what is now known as the continental United States.
Really?
Throughout history, Filipino Americans have led movements, confronted injustices, and have created world-shaking ideas. They disrupt. So why is their history largely untold?
Yeah.
We must tell them to unsettle the pages of U.S. history. They reveal who we are as Americans.
The arrival.
People from the Philippines, which was under Spain, first landed in California as part of the Spanish galleons. On future sailings, many jumped ship to form settlements in what would be known as Louisiana. It is a fact. Filipino Americans have been in the United States for centuries. In 1898, the United States entered into war against Spain and took possession of the Philippines, paying Spain $20 million. To rationalize colonization, American officials referred to this as benevolent assimilation, claiming to protect Filipinos' rights and liberties. But
Wow.
the Filipino people, who were already fighting for independence from Spain, resisted U.S. colonization.
Yeah.
This was known as the Philippine American War. Fought with extreme violence, General Jacob H. Smith notoriously ordered his soldiers to kill every Filipino boy over 10 years
Wow.
old. Many Americans...
Wow, I did not know that. That is disgusting. Why? That is disgusting, man. All these Americans, man. I don't like watching stuff like this makes me like really think like, my God, like America, like they always want to play like they're good guys, but for centuries they have not been the good guy. For centuries. Let's keep watching.
opposed this, including Mark Twain and the African-American Buffalo Soldiers who were sent to the Philippines for battle. Somehow, America needed to justify this war. They even transported some Filipinos to the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair for display.
What?
Erased from our history, the Forgotten War became the catalyst of Filipino migration to the U.S. Because of the Philippines' colonial status, the people became a major source of cheap labor. And so, Filipinos migrated to Hawaii as early as 1906 to work in sugar plantations.
Yeah, I know that.
By the 1920s, many Filipino laborers also came to the West Coast to become a driving force behind America's agricultural industry. But many of these labor migrants were met with racial hostility. White Americans accused Filipino men of stealing their jobs and women. Filipinos faced down mobs, beatings, and murder. Yet they resisted this oppression. Filipino towns such as Stockton's Little Manila were formed to serve as safe havens up and down the West Coast. Labor strikes demanded fair wages and working conditions. Under pressure, Congress greatly restricted the migration of Filipinos and promised independence for the Philippines. Through it all, Filipinos continued to persevere. World War II was a time of great upheaval for both the Philippines and Filipino Americans. Japan bombed American bases in the Pacific, at Pearl Harbor and in the Philippines, prompting the U.S. to enter the war. As a colony, the Philippines allied with America. President Roosevelt established the United States Armed Forces in the Far East to enlist nearly 250,000 Filipinos into the U.S. Armed Forces, a decisive move that helped win the Pacific Theater. After the war, America granted independence to the Philippines.
After they got their help.
Filipinos who joined the armed forces in the U.S. gained the right to citizenship.
Wow.
Filipino veterans in the Philippines were promised citizenship as well and military benefits. However, the passing of the 1946 Rescission Act broke that promise for many of those veterans.
Disgusted, man. Oh man, like honestly, this video is making America look horrible, man. And like, this is stuff that we don't know. Like, I didn't know about this, man. Did you guys know about this? Let me know in the comments down below if you guys knew about this, because a lot of these things I did not know about this. I did not know that the Filipinos, like they've been in America for so long, man. It seems like Philippines, like everywhere you go, there's a little bit of the Filipino culture and people. Like somewhere there's Filipino culture, and like it goes way back, like centuries back, centuries, not just like a couple years, but centuries back.
American military bases remained in the Philippines recruiting Filipinos. At one point, there were more Filipinos in the U.S. Navy than the Philippine Navy. Many of these Navy sailors came to America. Filipino women married to U.S. military men also migrated to the U.S. These women raised families, bought land, and created communities. They built the next generation of Filipino Americans.
Wow.
In 1965, an important legislation greatly expanded immigration quotas. By 1970, the Filipino population had ballooned. In a decade, it had more than doubled.
Wow.
Many of these new immigrants were women and professionals.
Yeah. Fight for equality.
In the 60s, Filipino Americans fought for equality alongside Black Power and Chicano movements.
That's right.
In California, Larry Itliong, Philip Veracruz, and other organizers led a strike against grape businesses. Filipinos convinced Cesar Chavez and his association to join the strike. Filipinos started the 1965 Delano grape strike, and together with Latinos, they had one of the most successful strikes against agribusiness in history. The younger generation were also in revolt. San Francisco State University and UC Berkeley students, including young Filipino Americans, led a strike that established ethnic studies. Many other groups organized to serve the Filipino American community.
You know what's so great about it so far? What I've noticed so far, like the Filipino and all the other races, like Latinos, blacks, is like we all try to unite together. That's what I'm getting. We all try to unite together. Like we don't want to bring each other down. It just seems like I don't want to say it, but it seems like it's always the Europeans or the whites that it's versus the people of color. And like in 2020, we're still seeing that problem still happening now, man. Like things need to change, right? Like at the end of the day, we're all brothers, man. Filipinos, Latins, whites, we're all brothers, and we need to understand that. And like white people need to understand that they're not superior than any other race. I mean, I have friends who are white, and they know that they're not superior. But there's so many other ones out there that think they are superior. Like, I don't know if you guys heard recently the news. Ben Maroney's wife, she knows what's going on with the whole George Floyd thing, like what just happened. But yet she did a racial comment to another, I can't remember, but this big actor or something, black actor, saying that she uses her privilege to get, her white privilege to get to her spot. Like, how do you say something like that? That tells you it's still going on. It's like in the core. Like we need to like stop this core of hate and racism. Like honestly, but it's like watching this is amazing to think like the Filipino people have been around forever, man. And Filipino people have been helping everyone, like every race, and they just want equality. That's it.
There are now over 4 million Filipinos in
Wow.
the United States.
4 million.
FONS, the Filipino American National Historical Society, tells the stories of the Filipino American experience. Established in 1982 by Dorothy Ligo Cordova and Fred Cordova, FONS saw the value in documenting Filipino American history, honoring October as Filipino American History Month.
Obama.
And why wouldn't they? Filipino Americans persevere for a just and prosperous society
That's it.
no matter the stakes. Whether they excel in public service, head the Filipino food movement, inspire us as sports heroes and as creative artists, Whether
Yeah.
they spark innovation across industries,
Which they do.
lead movements for justice, fight for national recognition and the Congressional Gold Medal for Filipino World War II veterans, Filipino Americans disrupt, and their stories cannot fade. No matter what forces make us forget, we recover them, reveal, and speak about their stories. Because as we make history, we must also tell it to the world.
Yeah. Well done. Man, a lot of people ask me, yo, Kevo, why the Philippines, man? Why do you always do stuff about the Philippines? It's like, yo, I learned something, honestly. Every video that I do, I learned something about the Philippines. I like the other video I just did about the blacks in the Philippines for like centuries. I didn't know that. I'm like, a lot of things tie in to like the Filipinos. And like I don't know if that's like something weird, but it just tells me like, yo, honestly the Philippines has a hand in every little thing, man. Like there's Filipinos everywhere around the world. I am guaranteed, like I am pretty sure that everyone has at least one Filipino friend. At least one. Even me growing up in high school or elementary school, like when I was younger, I honestly didn't know about the Philippines. It's when I got to high school, that's when I started like, okay, wait, you're Filipino? Like one of my friends, I remember my friend's Hannah. She watched Hannah. If you watch this video, yeah, Hannah. I knew Hannah since elementary school, went to high school together. And it wasn't until high school when she told me, oh, by the way, I'm Filipino. I was like, what? I always thought she was like Chinese or Vietnamese. I was very like closed-minded a little bit. I didn't know better. But then she told me she was Filipino. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Where's that? And she told me. And she's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. And then I asked a couple of my other Asian friends, which I thought at the time, which I didn't know. And then I found out they were Filipino. I found out they were Filipino. So that tells me, like, honestly, the Philippines have been everyone has at least one Filipino friend, man. And then the Philippines have been helping around the world for centuries and helping everyone and bettering everyone's life. And the Filipino people are not racist, man. At least majority of them are not racist. And they just want equal rights and they want to uplift everyone. Doesn't matter what skin color you are. They just want to uplift everyone. That's what I get from the Filipino culture so far. And the Filipino culture also always surprises me, man. It always surprises me what, like, their history and just their culture and just things about the Filipino. Like when you think you know everything, you don't. You don't. There's always something new. All right. Well, anyways, that's my little thing, 2 cents I had to say. Like doing this video made me really like miss the Philippines, man. I really want to come back to the Philippines after this coronavirus is done, and you know, just explore. Now I see why so many vloggers go over to the Philippines. A lot of people get it wrong. They think that vloggers just do like videos about the Philippines because, you know, they're looking for money or whatever, or fame. But no, most vloggers actually enjoy the Philippines. Like me, I know I enjoy doing videos about the Philippines no matter what. Like I don't care. Like sometimes I look at my videos, they're not getting very much views. I don't care. I just still do keep doing them because I enjoy doing them, okay? Okay, that's just me. I enjoy doing them and that's why I keep doing them. For you guys who like wonder and type in the comments, oh, this guy is just another YouTuber looking for fame and money to pay their bills. No, I have a full-time job, people, okay? Just let you guys know that I have a full-time job. This is not my full-time job. This anything is just a hobby, okay? Anyways, man, I kind of ranted on all at the end there, but if you guys made it all the way to the end, you guys know what to do, man. Give the video a big thumbs up. If you guys absolutely love the video, man, hit that subscribe button down below. Turn that post notification bells on. And also, go check out my gaming channel. It's Gaming with Kevo, okay? Go check it out. Link somewhere in the description. Alright, I'm out. Peace.